Today we're going to be taking a look at factorizing. Now, on the screen, I've got 4 different factorizing questions, each testing a different technique. And generally, when we factorize, we should be looking or should have the following steps or order or flow diagram in our minds. So first, when we're factorizing, we should be checking for a highest common factor. So ask ourselves, is there a highest common factor that I can take out between the terms? Second, if that doesn't work, then I should look for dots, which is difference of 2 squares. And if that doesn't work, I should check for a trinomial. And if that doesn't work, then I should look for grouping. So let's use this and try and factorize these 4 questions. So question number 1, factorize 7x plus 14. So between 7 and 14, I can take out a factor of 7. So 7 is my highest common factor. So if I've taken out 7 as a factor, so 7 times what will give me 7x? So 7 times x will give me 7x. Then 7 times what will give me 14? So 7 times positive 2 will give me 14. Now I factorized it, I need to evaluate. Are there any dots present? Is there a trinomial present? Is there grouping present? The answer is no, and so this is my final answer. Now let's take a look at question number 2. So question number 2, question says factorize 3x squared minus 243y squared. So the first thing I should look for is HCF. Is there something that I can take out as a factor between 3x squared and 243y squared? The answer is yes. 3 is a factor. I can take out 3 between both of them. So 3 can come out as a factor. So 3 times what will give me 3x squared? It will be x squared. Then 3 times what will give me minus 243y squared? So 3 multiplied by negative 81y squared will give me minus 243y squared. Now evaluate. Is there an HCF that I can take out again? No, there isn't. So then I check, is there dots here? And the answer then is going to be yes. Because if I look at the bracket that I've got, so this here, that is going to be dots. Because I've got 2 terms, there's a minus between them, and they are both perfect squares. So what I do next is I factorize the dots. So I'm going to have, so the dots will give me 2 brackets. One bracket will have a plus, one will have a minus, and then I square root each term within that bracket. So I look at x squared and I will square root x squared. The square root of x squared is x, so I'll put an x here and an x here. Then I will look at the 81y squared. The square root of 81 is 9, so there'll be a 9 here and a 9 here. And then y squared, I'll put a y here and a y here, because the square root of y squared is y. Then I evaluate. I've done HCF, I've done dots. Is there a trinomial here or is there grouping? The answer is no, so that is going to be my final answer. Now let's take a look at question number 3. So question number 3 says factorize 2x squared minus 4x minus 30. So I ask myself, is there a factor that I can take out from all 3 terms? The answer is yes. So I can take out 2 as a factor. So if I've taken out 2 as a factor, 2 times what will give me 2x squared? Well, 2 times x squared will give me 2x squared. And then 2 times what will give me negative 4x. So 2 times negative 2x will give me negative 4x. And then lastly, 2 times what will give me negative 30. 2 multiplied by negative 15 will give me negative 30. Now I check, is there dots anywhere here? The answer is no, there is no dots here. And then I move on. Is there a trinomial here? And then answer here is going to be yes, there is a trinomial, because if you look in my bracket, I've got 3 terms and it's written in descending powers of x. So this is a trinomial. So when we factorize a trinomial, we need to find the factors of the last term. So the last term here being negative 15. So what are the factors of negative 15? So it's going to be positive 1 and negative 15, or negative 1 and positive 15. Then we look at 3 and 5. So positive 3 and negative 5, or negative 3 and positive 5. From here, we need to pick a pair. So this is option, let's call this option 1, that's option 2, that's option 3, that's option 4. I need to pick one option so that when I add it, and if I add those factors, I should get negative 2. So 1, if I check each one, so 1 minus 15 is minus 14. That's not correct. We are looking for negative 2. Minus 1 plus 15, that's 14. That's wrong. Let's look at this one. We got 3 minus 5. That is negative 2. That is what we're looking for. And so we are going to choose this option. So in order to factorize this, because there's a 1 here in the front, I can confidently say that there's going to be an x here and an x here. Now I just fill in the factors. So plus 3 and minus 5. Then I check once again, is there any grouping? Because we have to go through the process. Is there grouping? No, there isn't any grouping applicable. So that's my final answer. Now let's take a look at question number 4. Question number 4, we check, we want to factorize x squared open bracket x minus 1, then plus 4 open bracket 1 minus x. So I check now, okay, is there HCF? The answer is no, there's no highest common factor to take out. Is there dots? No, there isn't, there's no dots. Is there a trinomial? No, there isn't a trinomial. So then it must be grouping. However, for us to be able to group, we know that the brackets need to be the same. But in this case, we've got x minus 1, and here we've got 1 minus x. So what we can do here, because they are quite close, they are almost the same, what we can do is we can do a sign swap or a sign change. And what that basically means is, if we want to swap the order, then we must change the sign. If we want to swap the order, then we must change the sign outside the bracket. So this then becomes x squared, then x minus 1. Now, if I want to swap the order, and I do want to swap the order, so this must become a minus 4. And then that's going to be x minus 1. Okay, now I can do the grouping. So because these brackets are the same, I can combine it. So x minus 1. And then I will put whatever is left in its own bracket. So x squared minus 4. Now I've done the grouping. I need to start my diagram again. I need to check, is there HCF? No. Is there dots? No. Oh, actually, there is dots, because this is a perfect square, that's a perfect square, and there's a minus between them. So I need to factorize that. This is going to be dots. So I'm going to have x minus 1 here. That's going to give me 2 new brackets. That bracket's going to be x minus 2, and this bracket is going to be x plus 2. Then I check again. So dots is done. Is there a trinomial? No, there isn't. Is there any more grouping to be done? No, there isn't. And that I can then say is my final answer.